why they do that.
Okay, so we are going to start by going to your Plexus community and going to that homepage and seeing, hold on, I'm going to type mine in so we can look at it together. Okay, and so what I wanted you to do was to look at the most recent posts that have been posted in here. And I feel like I just want everybody to get in the habit of doing this. And maybe it's not every single day. I mean, that would be great, but like, you know, maybe pick some days, at least on Mondays, at least a couple times a week, if not every day that you go on Facebook. Check out your Plexus community, see if there's any new Facebook posts in there that you can comment on. And the way that they have it set up, as soon as you go to the page, it's always going to show you the most relevant. You actually want to sort by new posts. Most relevant is like, oh, they think like this is like the most popular post. Maybe they'll put up first that are recent. You could search by newest activity, but that's just going to be by which posts were recently commented on. So it'll go in order from that because I just commented on that post. So that's why that's at the top. But this post is from a while ago. It's from May 6th. So what you want to click on is new posts. And so it'll sort the feed by the newest posts going backwards. And just get in the habit of going and finding what's the newest post on here and how you can be a part of the community and comment on things. Because if nobody's commenting on these posts, I feel like, these days I'm posting stuff and I'm getting 0 comments, which it doesn't hurt my feelings. I just worry about the content not being shown to other people, or that it doesn't seem like a place where people want to be if no one's commenting on stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like the more we can comment on each other's posts in this group, it just makes it more of a fun community. When these other VIPs are in the group and they're seeing other people commenting on stuff, it kind of creates that energy. I don't know. And A, they'll see it, they'll be more likely to see it, or B, they might be more likely to actually interact and comment because they realize that's what you're supposed to do here. Right. So anyways, these are the last couple posts, like the $1 membership. You could comment on that one. And then the social media post ideas, we're going to talk about in a minute too, but you can comment on that. Everybody commented on the Mother's Day post. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, like 20 people did. But it seems like people only want to comment when there's a giveaway. So I can't put a giveaway on every post. I just want people to want to be in here and be having fun too. So that all starts with us as leaders and business builders and just members of the community to go back and comment on. I wouldn't go far back as like last week. I was just looking back. Some of these were this one was from the weekend, but I wouldn't go as far as back as before Mother's Day. So that is the first activity. We're just going to do that for one to 2 minutes, and then we're going to talk about the social media posts in a second. So the second activity is we're going to look at that social media post that I made a couple days ago. It looks like this. It says simple social media posts. It's also pinned to the top. It's great for new people, but also anybody that, even myself, it's great to refer to and get some ideas. So you can see it's pinned here in the featured section, and it gives you a bunch of one-liners. And so I want to take a couple minutes for us to look at these and see if there's anything on here that we can use ourselves to use for a post. Now, maybe you already posted today and you don't want to make another post right now. You could use one of these basically in your stories paired with a picture of something, or just text with the color background in your story. Or maybe you'll take this and set it up for a post that you're going to use tomorrow or something like that. Another thing we can do is take a look at these, and maybe it'll jog your memory for somebody that is in your downline. One of your customers has maybe shared a health win or something, and you can think of maybe one of these would work for a post idea for them. And maybe none of these like really relate to you or, anyone you could think of right now. But just reading these through will start to jog your memory, maybe give you some ideas that you can write your own one-liners and set them up maybe in your notes in your phone so that you can use them for a future post. So we're going to take a couple minutes to do this now. I'm going to actually set the timer for, I would say 5 minutes because you might, be able to even just think back to like, what were the most recent customers that you chatted with that maybe shared a win with you? Go back to that message and see what they had said to you and turn that into a one-liner for them. And then say, hey, I remember you shared with me recently that you don't have to take Miralax anymore. Like that would be such a great thing to post. Or maybe she doesn't want to post that. That could be embarrassing. Um, but you know what I mean? Like whatever it is that they're not taking anymore or something, just turn their little win into a one-liner and say, what if you just posted that sentence? Or you could like write out a sentence for them. What if you posted something like this? Just think of how many people that might be struggling with the same thing that you could help. So anyways, let's take 5 minutes to do that and we'll be back on at 1:20. just another minute left. I'm just looking at this list and it's kind of giving me some ideas. I'm typing. Maybe you can see my screen. I'm not sure. I typed out some of mine. It actually might not be showing that. Hold on. So here are some that I came up with. I was running errands and realized today how interesting it is that I can drive past a Starbucks without feeling this pull to stop there like I used to for years. Just don't need or crave it anymore. And then another one, I used to never walk out of a gas station without candy or an energy drink. I can't remember the last time I bought one.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it's just so true. It's crazy.
Mine is, I haven't had a mouthful of canker sores in years.
Ooh, yeah. I can actually relate to that too.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get like a couple at once and then, or I'd just get one and then like it would go away and then another one would come up somewhere else. It was
Yeah,
so annoying.
yeah, it can be hereditary,
Oh,
but
that's interesting.
yeah, but I think it's an autoimmune thing too.
Hmm. Well, yeah, that's definitely a great post idea. And we could probably think of things like this for so many different ailments or whatever we used to have. Just sitting down and making one or two sentences about it. I think a lot of times we always think our testimony or our story has to be so long.
Yeah.
So this was a good reminder to me with these post ideas to just quick, short one-liners are actually maybe even more effective sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're great for your stories. Okay, so next,
So would you follow that up with like a picture of triplex afterwards, or just not
yeah, yeah, I
anything
probably
product?
would. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I mean, not as a post, but you mean as a story, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's smart. And then maybe the slide would even explain like why that helps, or I don't know. Yeah, I mean that I think graphics can be effectively used that way,
Mm-hmm.
especially like if you're already like you said, you just have that text post, or maybe you're talking, maybe it's a video, um, like another scenario, and then after the video where you're talking and explaining something, then you have the graphic. Like, yeah, I'm good with those. I feel like that makes sense to me,
Mm-hmm.
as long as your stories aren't filled with the graphics. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is go to your Facebook page, like your own profile. And then go over to your friends. So at the top, you can see the different tabs, and it's a little different on your phone, but I think you might have to click the menu button if you're on a phone to find the friends list. So I just did this earlier. Yeah, I clicked menu and then scroll down a little bit, and there's a tab that says friends. And then you want to click, so at the top, it's going to say suggestions and then your friends, and then there's friend requests. You don't want to go through the friend requests, just click the tab that says your friends. So now we're on friends, just like we are here on my computer. And then on the phone, you have to press the sort button. And if you press sort, you can sort by newest friends first, oldest friends first, or default. And now default, from what I see, it looks like it's sorting them according to who you interact with most. So I like to sort by newest friends first, for what we're going to do right now. And so on the computer, it looks a little different. You just click recently added. That's the same list. Well, it's actually not the same list because they're only giving me a handful of recently added here. There's actually a lot more, I feel like, that could show. But anyways, I feel like it's better on my phone. So what I was doing today, and I started to, and I'm going to finish doing that in a minute, is going through the most recently added friends, and I click on each one. And so I'll click on, Leslie, and then she's the newest friend I've added. Then I'm going to go to her profile, see if there's a new post that I can comment on. As long as it's anything within the last week, I feel like it's safe to comment on. Or if she has a story, especially go through her stories, reply to stories, things like that. Whatever you can do to interact with. Now, the cool thing is on the phone, if you click their profile from the friends list, like you click on that person's name, I noticed that it said right under her name, like it shows the little messenger button, but it said reply. And I realized there was a lady I hadn't replied to yet. It said reply 2 messages. And so I clicked on it. She messaged me on Mother's Day and I just wasn't, replying to messages at that time. So we're going to take just a couple minutes to go through some. Maybe you don't want to go through your recently added friends. If you don't have that many recently added friends, sure, find some friends to just check out their profiles, see what's new that you can comment on. And this is always great to do right before and after you make a Facebook post so that you can be more visible to these people. And that's it. So let's do that for a couple minutes. And then before I end this too, I wanted to say, the last thing I wanted to do is just to mention follow-ups with people that you have recently talked to that were interested in Plexus. If you have anyone to follow up with about the $1 membership sale and or the obviously Give 10 goes along with that. So basically they're saving $20 off. So if you have anybody, like this is the last day for that. And then for yourselves, tomorrow is the last day for the refer one, get a prize. We have a graphic posted in the team page about this. You have until tomorrow. If you refer one person this month, you can pick one of our prizes. I'm just afraid my computer's about to die and I just plugged it in, but I don't know if it's going to last much longer. So I actually might end the recording because I do have to go in a few minutes anyways, but those are the last things to do. I'm going to say, if you have any good follow-up messages, drop them in our Wellness Warriors chat, and that way we can all see them. If you have any good post ideas that you made during this power hour, put it in the chat so we can see what you're going to be posting. And on that social media post idea, I actually said in the post at the bottom of it, I said, if you use any of these one-liners or you make your own, drop a screenshot of your post and put it in the comments so that we can check it out too. All right, thanks for being on. Bye.